Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you have not subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And God bless Biafra is a prominent Biafran cleric, the General Overseer of the Mount Zion Faith Global Liberation Ministries, Nnewi, Anambra State, Bishop Abraham Chris Ude, has said that for peace to be restored in Nigeria's southeast region, the governors of Ebonyi and Imo State, Dave UMAHI and Hopeless UZODINJO, respectively, must be impeached. He said they must be impeached because the two governors are the ones creating insecurity in the southeast region, helping the Fulani Janjaweed, collaborating with the Fulani terrorists. They are the ones. Bishop Ude also said that the Fulani Nigerian government must obey the court order that discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu last year, 2022, saying it is a panacea for peace in the southeast region. Bishop Ude said that as a prophet of the Most High God, God revealed to him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's forceful rendition and continued detention in defiance of the appeal court order is instrumental to lack of peace and insecurity in Igbo land. The Biafran cleric said that, like he stated earlier, the Fulani Evil Political Party, APC, deceived Governor Dave Ume of Ebonyi State into joining their party when they falsely promised to make him the next Nigerian president. Since he decamped to APC and floated a Bubago's security militia to help the Fulani Janjaweed achieve their Fulanization agenda in Biafra land. Because that was what he traded with. They promised him presidency and a promise to help the Fulani Janjaweed Fulanize Biafra land. But they deceived him. He was deceived. And since then, since he floated a Bubago militia using Fulani terrorist vigilante groups to form the militia group, life has not been the same. Likewise, since UZODINJO became the Supreme Court governor, administrator of Imo State, abnormalities have become the order of the day in Imo State and even spread to other Igbo land. You know, IPOB have assessed a publication made by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. The publication, as usual, exposed the desperation of British Broadcasting Corporation to always patronize, sponsor criminal options and propaganda as weapon to discredit the Biafran nation. This same tactics, which has been for long the narrative, was a major instrument for the British government during its sponsored genocide against Biafran people in 1967 to 1970 using the Fulani-controlled government of Nigerian contraption as proxy. The publication was written for British Broadcasting Corporation by a faceless Nigerian. It definitely has exposed the bigotry and incompetence of BBC being used by the British government as propaganda and disinformation channel before and during the gory genocide project executed against innocent people of Biafra in 1967 to 70. The British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, played a fundamental role in disseminating fake news for British government to the world to gain support for its criminal interests. Today, the British Broadcasting Corporation is still at the forefront of the same agenda to further the annihilation of Biafran people and the nation of Biafra. IPOB was created to seek for the freedom of Biafran people from the British-created contraption called Nigeria. IPOB is not a terrorist organization, as can be proven by international records. Nigerian Fulani terrorist government literally fund and control all the terrorist organizations in Nigeria, because IPOB has maintained its call for plebiscite rather than an election. The Fulani Nigerian government began sponsoring the creation of militia and terror groups in Biafra land to discredit IPOB and Eastern Security Network. In furtherance of their propaganda against IPOB and Eastern Security Network, politicians in Biafra land, being sponsored by the Fulani Caliphate Nigerian government, have created their various militia called the unknown government for their political aggrandizement. One of the main militia groups created by the Fulani slave governors of the southeast region in Biafra land is called Ebibago. This group was created to discredit Eastern Security Network, kill Biafrans, and cause unrest for political advantage of their paymasters. The British government broke the Aburi Accord entered by Yakubu Gowon, the then Nigerian head of state, and the then governor of Eastern Nigeria, Dim Odumengu Ojukwu, in Ghana. The agreement was meant to restructure Nigeria and grant autonomy to the regions for effectiveness. As a result, about 5 million Biafrans were massacred. This was also made possible due to land, air, and sea blockade imposed by the British government on Biafra land. In June 2021, the Fulani terrorist Nigerian government conducted an illegal attack against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They successfully kidnapped him, tortured him for 8 days, and after which he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not travel with a British passport because he is not a Nigerian. He traveled with his British passport because he's not a Nigerian. But in spite of this, the British government deliberately refused to intervene, even though the Nigerian Court of Appeal in Abuja has discharged him on grounds that he cannot be tried. It is unfortunate that ever since the kidnap and extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, his unjust detention by the criminal DSS. Biafran land is brutally killing and committing grievous crimes against Biafrans of all over Biafra land. That's what the Fulani Nigerian government is doing. Evidences are there that the Fulani Nigerian government are working, and the Fulani governors, slave governors in Biafra land, they are all working with Fulani terrorist group sponsored by the Fulani terrorist Nigerian government to kill Biafrans. Their major identification is a special force mantra they display on their face cap and or their shirt. IPOB is intact. There is no division or faction within IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. My brothers and my sisters, the Fulani Nigerian government plan has failed. Thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.